I've been listening to Don't Be Dumb ever since it came out. This year has been amazing for hip hop. We got Don't Be Dumb finally. We got The Fall Off. Don Toliver dropped an album. We got what's it called? Baby Keem dropped an album. Jack Harlow's gonna be dropping an album. All I need is Tizo Touchdown to put out a project. I think I can die in peace. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chad Natal Taylor. I'm gonna be talking about something that I've been seeing a lot when it comes to pants making. If you guys don't know, I'm making a pair of pants every day. Whoa. Every week for hopefully a year straight. That's the goal. So I'm a little bit behind now, but you know, we're gonna kind of see what we can do here to catch up. But one thing I've been seeing on pants, especially when I see people make jeans and they make their own pattern. First of all, I love that people are making their own pattern. That's really great, and that people are sewing. But one thing I've been seeing that's been really bothering me is people are implementing yokes on pants incorrectly. So for those of you who don't know, yokes are a way of pattern manipulation to add extra space. Well, they don't add it, they kind of add like a curve to your back panel of your pants when you don't have a dart. For those of you who don't know, like the back panel of your pants is supposed to be larger than the front panel because, you know, your butt's bigger, there's more space for your butt, and there's a dart adds a curve to the pants. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a back panel and then hopefully so I can illustrate it to you guys a little bit better. Now, please extrude, I can't talk. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep that in. Now, please excuse the crudeness of these cutouts here, but this is just for purely demonstration purposes. This is gonna be the front panel, and this is going to be the back panel. F for front, B for back. And you can even see here, the back panel is quite larger than the front panel. Obviously, this is exaggerated just for, you know, demonstration purposes, and the back panel raises up a little bit higher than the front panel does. Generally, you know, there's more to it, but this is essentially what it is when you're sewing. So when you have a back panel and you have extra space, what you do normally is you add a pleat in the back. So a pleat, oh my gosh, a dart in the back. Pardon me, I can't even talk. So a dart would look something like this, and you can kind of see it on most pants patterns, a V shape, and that just takes out some material from the waist of the pants. So this is your waist, and it distributes it so that there'll be a nice curve. You can kind of see there how it's kind of poking out. Just picture that as your butt. Damn, shorty fat. Shit's kind of fat. Anyway, sorry. This. All right, yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm sorry, that was really bad. I'm gonna keep that in too. So yeah, this is, just picture that this is like where your butt is. It gives you a little bit more curvature for your butt. When you add a yoke, essentially what you're doing is you're replacing this back part, this dart, with a single piece of material. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, and so that I don't confuse anybody. Now this is perfect, a much better angle to illustrate my point. Generally, if you don't want to add this dart here, that could be for a number of reasons, style reasons, also for functionality reasons. Sometimes people add yokes because it adds more fabric, so it's a little bit more robust, more durable. What you can do is move this dart. Now, where do you want to move it? You can move it in several places. You know, if you're really complex with your pattern manipulation, you can move it literally anywhere. But mostly what people do is they move it here for a yoke. This is what we call the slash and spread technique. So we take our scissors and we cut the pattern, we slash it, and we spread it, or in this case, move it over. You can do this to add extra material here, extra space. This is a common technique in pattern manipulation. So what we do is we take this dart and we move it to the side. I'm gonna add some tape here just to tape this down. Move it to the side. So now that this is moved to the side and we can kind of curve out these lines, we will remove a section from the top here, and now we're gonna fully cut this off. Boom, it's cut off, and we're left with a piece of the bottom of the pants here and a top of the pants. And this top here is our yoke, so that when we add it back, we can retain that curvature in the back of the pants, so you have more space for your butt, and it's more comfortable of a pair of pants. Yeah, you just add seam allowance to this, maybe, you know, line this. If you guys ever make yokes, please line the inside because it looks cooler. Please do that, especially if you're making custom pants. And we're adding a yoke there. Now, this is something that, this is the proper way what you're supposed to do. However, what I see people do a lot, especially when you're new to sewing, which is fine, you know, totally fine in the beginning, but you know, if you want to learn and improve your craft a lot better, it is better to do things properly. No, this isn't like a diss or anything like that, but I do see a lot whenever I see people make, you know, yokes. They don't really add the functionality to the yoke. It's more of just like a cosmetic thing, which does compromise the functionality of the pants. And I think, you know, you guys should do a little bit better. You know, strive to be more, strive to be better, strive to do better, yada yada that stuff. Anyway, so this is also another back. So this is also another back panel. Back panel. And what I see people do is, instead of doing this to make the yoke, is that they just take a ruler, draw a line, and cut it, add seam allowance, and stitch it back so it just kind of looks like a yoke. Now, if you guys can see, big difference between this yoke and this yoke. This one is more of a straight piece of fabric, well, I guess in this case paper, while this one has the curves, the contours of your body, so it's going to fit a lot better. This isn't like, if you do it this way, especially if you have more of like a baggy pants, it's not really gonna like be that big of a difference, but it's not going to look as good or be as comfortable as something like this. So if you guys are making yokes, please just don't cut off the top, add seam allowance, and stitch it back on. That, number one, that's like a waste of time, because like it doesn't really change anything. And number two, it does compromise the fit of the pants. And you know, if you guys are gonna keep sewing, making pants, I think that you should, you know, strive to just make it better, you know, make it better, do better, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I want to say. Keep making pants, keep doing cool stuff, keep living life. Summer's coming up, so if you're making pants, you know what I mean, you're gonna be living good. I hope everyone's doing well. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at @TheTallTailor. And yeah, let me know which album you guys like to listen to. I know, as I've been saying, I'm listening to Don't Be Dumb a lot. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to, I've been listening to Octane so much. Hold on, let me pull it up. I've been listening to this album, especially, yeah, see the likes one, the Tizo Touchdown one, and also Excavator. I love these two. These are probably my two favorites on the project. Yeah, that's kind of it, man. That's kind of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at @TheTallTailor, and I will, all right, bye.